Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? No, you can't because I don't have camera on. But it looks like we can finally start. Goodness gracious. Or however you want to call it. What the hell happened? Please explain to me because I have no idea what just happened when it comes to streaming. Like, okay, I get it that it's quote unquote here and there, but I just spent half an hour trying to set up the stream because apparently the Streamlabs couldn't just go and use the key, so it made it that. Yeah, sure, it sent the information that the stream is happening, yet the stream as it is in the current version, I couldn't quite go into it. So I had to pretty much restart my PC, restart my Streamlabs, log out, log in, connect this account, connect that account, log out of the YouTube account, log into the YouTube account, set up the new stream, set up the stream this way, that way. Anyway, long story short, it wasn't that good. Today's agenda, as it's in the description, finishing up some trees. First of all, I think we could start with French, simply because there's only Lorraine to get, and it's only 11,000. I will just grab one thing, and that one thing is a drink that is currently chilling down in my fridge, so be right back. Cold one. Cold one. It's delicious. Okay, let's press start battle. So, oops, I had to readjust my mic. Okay, it's gonna be better. Oh boy, conquest. So, I have a little bit of things to talk about today. But first, I think I will just wait for people to come to the stream later, so that's why I will have people asking questions, etc. It is going to be a little bit on the web side, simply because it's gonna be about the first day of convention that I went. Tomorrow is the second, and in Sunday is third one. I will do some relations, quote unquote, and most likely try to think about fun stuff about it. Well, first of all, I do have to say it is fun. And second thing that I have learned is on or during it is quite a few things about audio mixing. Yes, surprising, but there was this one of the biggest fandub groups in Poland that came here to the con. They had their own quote, not a booth, but a little place, so you could just go do some live dubs or I went specifically there for the audio engineering session. So I thought, okay, maybe this will be useful, maybe this will be interesting for me to attend, and it was. At the same time, now I have yet another excuse on why my videos are not being released as fast as they should be, and the excuse is, well, I have more stuff to learn, I have more stuff to worry about with audio mixing, but I do want to get my audio good so you guys can listen to my silky smooth voice that is very coarse currently, and give you more, guys, give you more enjoyment for you. So sadly there was no Azerolane nor Kankola mystery boxes, so I would have to pass on that, sadly. Or else only Genshin. Of course there was Genshin. I'm not here for Genshin, I'm here for the naval whip stuff. So probably I will just buy myself something else. Because today was like the first day, so I didn't brought a backpack with me. I just decided, okay, so I'm just gonna see what's there to have. Okay, cool, 0% of crew. And there goes my kill. And tomorrow is gonna be the day where I'm finally starting to buy something. He's shooting at me. That's why I hate with passion the conquest maps. Even prefer African Gulf to the conquest, to any of the conquest maps besides Midway. Midway is alright, but only Midway. The rest, like Denmark, like pretty much anything, is crap. That's gonna go a little bit too high, of course. Figured. This is not a very fun time. Okay, so at least I will hit something, even though... Cool. Killed me. And the battle cruiser. It's not even about them being in a battle cruiser, it's more of a... them just... Okay, I just need to see something in that renown. Comes to her. I mean, lately naval feels weird, if you ask me. And it's not even about it's not even about renowns or anything like that. It's just I see way too many encounters and way too many situations that it can't be just a coincidence. Like Arizona just one-shotting everyone, like one salvo equals one kill. The same Arizona that is in a very prominent cheater squadron. Then the same thing is with Scharnhorst. Like, seems like bots just switched to using battleships. Probably, I don't know if that's like a learning tool for them, or is it just, oh, yeah, we're gonna start switching to battleships because we have battleships, and battleships, premium battleships will come to War Thunder, so let's see how our bots are doing currently. But it starts to feel a little bit suspicious. Like, not like here, not to the point of okay, it couldn't happen because, okay, renown exploding me is something that can happen, but I'm talking about like a dude who played only Des Moines and Arizona and yet somehow like played only like 200 battles in Des Moines, then switched to Arizona, played pretty much nothing else, and apparently has the greatest aiming skill of all. Like, always aiming for the weak spots, always hitting the same spot, and if not for the dispersion, probably just hitting this sweet spot when it comes to every battleship's different ammunition storage. Same thing with Scharnhorst recently, and with Scharnhorst, Kronstadt, and Nevada, not Arizona. My bad. Nevada. That's what's happening. By the way, the new folders. I don't think I've talked about that. So let me have this talk done and we can move to more pleasant things. Well, the first thing that is known is that we're getting increased costs when it comes to both research and Silver Lions when it comes to the 7.0 top tiers. Congo, Fuso, Alaska, Lorraine, Scharnhorst, you name it. Not really. Okay, that few dozen thousands is still manageable. Yes, it is gonna be very painful, but it is manageable. What is not really manageable is... well, it's more manageable only because of faster acquisition of cruisers and the early battleships as such. Well, as much as I don't play tanks, so the folders are not of a big concern for me. What is for the bigger concern for me are the increased costs and the split to rank 6, which can implied that we might see new battleships of a higher BR, which, okay, maybe not scares me a little bit, but I don't feel like this is gonna be a very, very smart move on the Gaijin behalf. We have to see and assess the situation ourselves. I'm gonna be playing the devil's advocate, nor I'm gonna be just bashing my head against the wall that is Gaijin responses. But we do need to monitor what is gonna happen, and as the community we need to act as the proper action calls. Like currently, if I would hear from Gaijin, okay, so the new so we're moving battleships up to 8.0. You wanted the compression, so you're getting the compression. I'll be pissed if that's just what they will act upon and promise. I will be genuinely pissed. But at least what's happening currently is that they have no such plans. And maybe that's a good thing. And like I said, the rank 6, the newest rank 6 implies that there will be an increase in BR when it comes to new battleships. Probably when we'll get to 410mm. Now comes the question if they will do something with, for example, people using 8.7 planes or not. Is that Alaska or is that Haruna? Set me on fire, but that's not Haruna, that is Alaska or Kronstadt. One of the two. I can at least safely say that this guy is not botting to how horrendous his aim is. Like, mine is not better, but he doesn't have a good aim either. Nice. Over 100 seconds. Now only 70. Okay, that is Kronstadt. Yeah, now I can see it clearly. And clearly I don't like that at all. Makes me shiver me timbers. Or is it shiver me timbers? When it comes to facing a Kronstadt. Especially in an underpowering battleship. Don't get me wrong, I love Paris. What I don't love is Facing 7.0 in 6.3 battleship. I wouldn't mind facing against other 6.3, maybe 6.7. Then that would imply facing something like Nevada. To this day, it baffles me how Nevada and Arizona are 6.7 and not 7.0. Like, explain that to me. Explain that to me, because I have no clue. Wait. No, never mind. I thought that this guy at first... The Sphere Hope, I think that's how you pronounce that. Because some are normal, some are Cyrillic. First was in Renown. Let me just check. No, Haruna. Haruna, then this one is in Renown. And okay, they are just completely different people with very similar names. I do feel like I need to get Kronstadt ASAP too. Because if the RP gain will be increased, then I for sure won't be grinding for Kronstadt even more. Lest even Texas. I don't feel like going for Texas anymore after I saw how much RP I would have to invest. Good thing is, at least we need to just get Brooklyn for her. Bad thing is, I don't have Brooklyn. And quite frankly, after spending way too much time trying to get Nevada, and ultimately being very disappointed in Nevada, quite frankly, I don't feel like I want Texas that much. Okay, cool, yeah, twin turrets, not triple, so you can have more split firepower, you have more turrets, yay, yay, yet another 50-second reload. Like, god damn it. I can tolerate a lot, but stock 50 seconds. Why people are saying that Nevada is good baffles me. Really baffles me. But I am the different type of guy. I do like fast firing ships. At this point, even damaged Hood has faster reload than undamaged. Too much 356mm US, or the 14-inch for those Americans that don't know the conversion rates. Okay, now for the important part. Is he moving? If so, then my bombs are kinda screwed. If not, then this will be pretty direct hit. Okay. Note to myself First identify what I'm aiming at, then drop bombs. Because I do think I have mistook that Des Moines, which is burning somewhere over there, with that Kronstadt that I was supposed to attack. I killed someone. Cool. What is not cool is that I hit a different ship that I did not intend to hit. And I wasted my bombs. So that's how bomber crew felt. Or at least during the port strikes or the naval strikes. Like, so here's a ship. Here is something that looks remotely enemy. For sure it's not ours. Shape is similar to what we are looking for. Drop bombs. Did we get it? Yes. What did we get? Now, there's the difficult part. Got something for sure. Okay. I feel like I just... don't wanna rearm myself because this is gonna be a long way from the airfield to... Nah, I'm jaying out. Nobody gets the score for me. And I can just do very stupid, very stupid thing. That's a battleship, so that is something that doesn't concern me. I'm hunting for something that I can actually hit from this distance. Well, the distance is not that great after all. Okay, that's a light cruiser. Okay, let's hit the Dishele. They have 4, we have 4, but we have 1 Kronstadt, of course, that is just going somewhere. There's Haruna. We don't hit Haruna from 10 kilometers. Efficiency of our gun. Cool, small guns, fast reload, quite good AP round. That lose a lot of penetration value above certain distances. Just simply stick to the Żelezniaków. And we should be good. Can get at least 1 kill with the Emile Bertin. That should top our... tip the scales to our advantage. Because with this... this cruiser being out of the question... Yeah, he is in... exactly, see? Is it reducing? No? Okay. Okay, suicide time, what? In Minecraft. No, in War Thunder. Oh boy. Time to commit a very, very stupid decision in my life. Let's fight against a battleship. Surely nothing will happen. I mean, cool. I can at least damage the Haruna somehow. Kronstadt, you are not really welcomed here. Here I am in a bit of a predicament. To be honest, I didn't expect anything else. I pretty much spawned believing that I will die here. $25,000, okay. I'll take it. How much score have I earned? It was like 1,900 in Paris. That should be enough for Lorraine. Let's switch to Japan. Let's switch to Hyuga first. Okay, so do I want to go for the ultimate wallet drain? Or do I want to go for the slighter wallet drain? Nah, let's go with Hyuga Fuso and Mogami, or Hyuga Fuso and Mikuma. I am going for Ise, after all. So if I'm going for Ise, it is given that I should use Hyuga, the sister ship. I can even go for this 75% booster if I'm fast enough. Yes, I am fast enough. Ah, by the way, reward, get Coastal Terror. Less than 21mm from 21 to 50 and not less than 51. Rank 3 and above. Okay, if that wasn't for rank 3 and above, then in Coastal I could try and do that. 40. It's 25. Okay, how... Okay, that explains a lot. How? That's for 20mm damage. That's for from 21 to 50, and that's from 50 upwards. Or even Shonan for the 50 upwards. 120mm. Do they have the SCP? No, they don't. Okay. Okay. Free stuff, cool. Universal backups. I'll take it. I like universal backups. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna go for the 3.3 lineup. For now, at least. And that's 20, that's 40, but... And send to holiday, and send to holiday. Plus switch from B7 to D4Y3. And send to holiday. Yeah, let's just try and get that coastal terror. 10,000 damage, 10,000 damage, 10,000 damage, 10,000 damage equals roughly 5 kills or 6 kills in one ship. So I can go for something like PGO2 and wreak havoc, hopefully, then switch to Shonan. Wow, full coastal match. I haven't played coastal in a long while. Not gonna lie. How does one play naval coastal? Okay, it's less. Okay, never mind. It's not that bad. It's not that bad after all. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, Jesus Christ. Jesus, okay, I get it. It's good, but I feel like I feel like I'm back to the first release of PGO2. How good it's that. Okay, reload. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. I'm dead. Just dead. Christ almighty, that was fun. I'm not gonna spawn in Shonan. No. I'm not like that dude in Groza. It's way too far. And I'm way too slow. Maybe if I was in Chikuma or the Ayanami, then maybe. So why is that? Is that dude better than me in shooting? This is quite literally the same PT boat. Yeah, this is quite literally the same PT boat. How am I so bad and how they are so good? Please explain to me in 200 from 200 to 250 words. Okay. And now for the slow part. Anyway. Oh, nice, we're winning. And I have to switch from PT-15. This is not a good ship for me. I need to find some better ship when it comes to the 40mm. Okay, there is Ginga. Who in their right mind brings Ginga instead of something like B7? There's Henschel 1 to 9, even better. Hey, it's not that slow. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this is gonna be way slower in Shonan. It's not as bad as I thought. which is wow. Okay. Hey, I got something. I was alt tabbed, so I couldn't even see. I feel like at this point with the coastal, it's way better than to spawn in a destroyer or something. So Shonen has this crazy amount of AA when for 3.3. 1625 millimeters. Like, you might think it's not much, but trust me, this is enough for this low tier. Especially when you count into consideration the fact that those battles are on a smaller scale, not on a bigger one. And you can just easily go from here to there slowly, especially in something like Shonan, which was the destroyer escort. The Hiburi class was relegated for the coastal defense duty. But it's still not if you were a battleship and had to go here in the destroyer spawn. Because that's a completely different thing. Speed is the same, but the scale is way smaller, so it doesn't feel as arduous. Or how do you pronounce that? Okay.
Arduous.
Arduous. Okay. Thank you, Google. I know I can count on you. Arduous. I thought that this was with D. Arduous. Okay, now I'm gonna just pronounce it correctly, but I thought that it was arduous, not arduous. There's no J, there's no G. English is weird. It's like a recurring theme currently on my streams. Seems like every time I'm talking about English and how weird it is as a language. It's like I have a lot to say about Polish. Polish is at least consistent. When it comes to pronunciation. Oh. Yeah, at this point. Just maybe not just give up, but you won't do a lot when it comes to fighting, exactly. Not what I meant, but I appreciate the thought. I was talking more in terms of go to your airfield, then J out, so you don't get the punishment, or you won't be claimed as a kill by someone. But that was good too. Small caliber, medium caliber, and then large caliber. For the medium, I think I would switch from PT-15. Chikugo is too big, Ikazuchi is too big, Chidori is too big, Isuzu is too big, Enami is too big. So my own Okay, Vickers autocannons instead of buffers. That's 3.0. That's 3. Okay. You know what? I'm willing to bet on that type K3. I'm willing to bet on this ship, on this boat. You're gonna be something that will grind me through that task, through that battle task in no time. I believe in you. If you fail me, then consider yourself out of my existence for the rest of my life. Me playing Poor Thunder. Okay. I mean, okay, so if anyone has any... I mean, just speaking through. Just speaking truth. You don't need to play something you don't enjoy. You don't enjoy... Don't enjoy naval? Don't play naval. I'm way too tired of people just complaining about naval and yet still playing. Like, oh no, I hate naval, it's boring, it makes me EP, it makes me cringy, it makes me blah blah blah. Why are you playing it? I'm complaining a lot. I know, I'm complaining a lot. At the same time, I can say safely that I really enjoy naval. Besides this bullshit like that with ships shooting through solid rocks. That is not fun. But that's besides the point. How? The VP mission forces me to play nothing. Okay. Okay, okay. Type K3. Let's see what you're getting at. So this should be the... Okay, this should be the 40mm. Yes, yes. Pan Rumianek is in a destroyer. T-22. And why am I getting focused? Game? Excuse me? Everything's fine? Or is it... Where's that fair meal? Come here, little one. Come here, let me hug you. There's quite a few poles here. There's Pan Rumianek. There's Żołowy Zakład. Like, where were you guys been before? I'm probably playing Coastal. Like, asking very stupid questions. Where were you guys? Not playing Coastal, playing Coastal. That doesn't seem... Okay, dude is playing almost consistently Japan. Japanese main. Like, wow. Okay, what am I shooting at? Hey. It would. Shit. Or not? Okay. Screw me, I guess. Screw me, we're bringing Shonan to this fight. I can't tank that much, you know. Can tank a little. But that little is really little. Oh boy. Oh boy, here's a destroyer, here's SF-40. What the hell is wrong with Germans? But I gotta say, this K3, really good stabilization. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I screwed myself over. I screwed myself over. I should have went right from the get-go. Nothing here. Nothing there. Just your friendly K8. Okay. Okay. Time to bring out the heavy guns. And apparently lose like 60% of my frames. So the best thing to do is Alt Tab and Alt Tab back. And we have smooth 133 frames instead of 40. Yes, I know 90 frames is not 60% of 140. Chill out. Chill out. I do know my maths. Just at least a little bit. Okay, here's Junkers. Here is Henschel. And here's me that has no idea what to do. It is sad that... Wait, that's 120mm 45 10th year type. 120/45mm 10th year. That's the same game. That's the same gun that was used on Mutsuki class. Minekaze, Momi. By the way, Momi is coming to the game. Cool. But if this is the case, then why those guns don't have SAP shells, yet the guns on Mutsuki and probably on Momi, I haven't checked the dev server yet, do have those. Like, I'm pretty sure the ammunition on both of them was used the same. On both of them, on pretty much every class was used the same. So why is there such a difference? I don't know. But at least with 120 I can damage that T-22. See? I can hit. I can use stuff. I can damage destroyers. Destroyers can kill me way faster because I don't have SAP and they do. But that's besides the point. I can hit something. I can clearly deal damage. Like, isn't that crazy? It is. It's crazy for me. Crazy for you. So please someone remind me to finally manage to get the music as a separate file. I have yet to remember doing that. Ooh, nice. I have bigger guns than you, I have the right of passage. Screw you, my guns are bigger than yours. If you think you can hit me, now you can't. Aha! A skill that only Japanese destroyers teach you. Aim for the weak spots, disable turrets. Again. And that's how you deal with that. Oh. You don't need to aim carefully. You just need to aim where it hurts. And not only where it hurts, also where they cannot damage you. When you dev server, isn't it up currently? Okay, I thought that this dev server is up and running. I'm just not on it because I want to prepare for the development changes. Because I'm cool. And new ships. Japan gets new reserve, Mommy class. So treat her as something like a little bit weaker Mutsuki with less AA and even less main guns because she has 3 instead of 4 on the Mutsuki class. That's what I remember, and nothing too exciting besides that. So no new battleships, no new cruisers. Quite frankly, no new dev blocks even, so I don't think anything. Which ship I'm using? It's Shonan in the coastal. I thought that just for a change of pace, I'm gonna go for the the Battle Pass Coastal Challenge to deal 10,000 damage with small caliber, medium caliber, and large caliber guns. Currently just going for pretty much what I can. And then I'm going back to Hyuga, Fuso, and 1 cruiser lineup. Okay, I do need to order that. I really hoped Italy would get Conte di Cavour. Me too, man, me too. But we can't have that, sadly. I wouldn't really mind getting Conte di Cavour. Simply because it is quite nice ship, so to say. Okay, 1 more match and then we're switching back to blue water. By the way, that and data mines. Hope they won't add it when Bismarck and Nagato comes. Italy is in this weird place. Like, don't get me wrong, I really am hoping and wishing for Italy and Italian players the best. At the same time, how should I say it? Italy gets the short end of the stick anytime. We might see more battleships coming to France than to Italy. And yes, even though there's Conte di Cavour, there's Vittorio Veneto, or Littorio class, however you wanna call it. And then there's quite a few dreadnoughts that there could be added just when it comes to top tier, not mentioning cruisers or destroyers, to expand upon the tree. Yeah, Gaijin is really slacking when it comes to adding new ships to Italy, quite frankly speaking. I wouldn't really mind seeing more ships for Italy. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing a lot of more ships for each nation, maybe besides US or Soviets. But to each their own. But seems like the only addition to naval to the top tier is gonna be Texas. And the whole changes to the rank 6. And with the rank 6 bot KV2 Z6. I've heard a lot of good things about that ship. But that ship, that tank, I'm so used about us talking about ships that I was immediately like, oh yeah, that's a ship. So it's pretty much a KV2 with way better gun. Well, way better. With good gun that is way faster. Around October or November they bring Italy Tank Destroyer Premium. For the Battle Pass or something new. But is it gonna be Italian, or is it gonna be the premium for to commemorate the German tech, the Hungarian tech tree in the game? That premium they bring for Italian national tank, they are so... Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. True that. I thought that they might add something for Italy to commemorate the release of Hungarian sub tree. Like, you know, something that they quite often do. Truth be said, I'm currently not really interested in tanks. I feel like the only thing that would motivate me to play tanks again would be the release of Polish tech tree. And I'm talking about full tech tree, not a sub tree, because we or Spain or the Yugoslavian and then Balkan country tech tree, we have quite a lot of designs that justify having our own trees when it comes to tanks, when it comes to planes, not when it comes to naval, but that's a whole different matter. I used to play tanks a lot, now I just collect tanks. Yeah, to each their own. I currently have better things to spend my money on. Definitely not a tank that pretty much I don't think I will use. Nor I think that it's a bad idea to buy the KV2 with these 6 guns. This thing's a beast, so when you use it, it is gonna rip things apart. It's just I don't think it's worth for me. And as we already established, I don't play tanks. The 1941 version. Isn't the only difference with it just having the machine gun instead of your 1939 version, which has only the howitzer? Howitzer? Aye, reload. Better engine, I believe, as well. Interesting. For sure it's not better, what's it called? Better armor. That I'm pretty positive that it doesn't get one. That was an event, I believe. It was. Yes. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let's fly a little bit. Oh, I forgot to switch off the skin. No matter. I would love to see D4Y4 and D4Y5 in the game. With the 800 kilogram bomb and the rocket boosters. Will they announce more vehicles next week? I believe so, yes. I feel like the next week will be the last week of the dev blocks, etc. And then second week we will get the... what's it called? The live server. Already. Okay. Not a bad run. This week no ship except Mommy. Yeah. And truth be said, I don't think we will see anything else than Mommy. I think we'll still be getting something they kept for last. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's not like they are not known for just completely disregarding naval and adding like 3 ships or something, plus a little bit of boats. But I do want to believe that they are keeping something exciting for the last week, or for the last 2 weeks. Wait, we had already first dev server, then now is the second one. So the first one was Texas, the second and premium battleships. The second was Mommy. Ships gets announced around the last days of the week, I had noticed. If so, then... well... it's still only Saturday. So who knows, maybe we will see one today. Or tomorrow, depending on your time zone. I for sure will be busy. The first days are planes and helis and tanks. Okay. To be honest, I've never really noticed that. I was like, oh, a dev block. Oh, it's a dev block for tanks. So, not really interested. Oh, it's a dev block for helis. Even less interested. Oh, it's dev block for planes. Okay, now I'm interested. But if so, then, like I said, tomorrow's Saturday, so we might get an announcement. And like you said, next week, so Thursday, Friday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be having a having a one eye to just notice anything remotely connected to naval even. Oh, god damn it. Since Japan has mommy, I don't think Japan gets anything else. Yeah, me neither. It's sad. I wouldn't mind seeing even something like where she is, like Miyoko for the tech tree. Probably for the rank 4 or for the rank 5. It seems to no avail. It happens, it happens. I'm gonna be bitching about that. I forgot. Okay, yeah, let's put research into G8. Maybe France will get boats. No. No, that I think would be really announced, like, hey, there's the new boats for France, so the completely different tree. At the same time, did they announce the Hungarian tree? Or did they just... There, KB1Z6, KF41, OH58. Just checking through. Battleships. New locations, armored cars. Just sub tree. Yeah, but yeah, I know that it is a sub tree, but I'm looking if they've announced something like that before. They're Swedish. Because they did announce it for South Africa. It doesn't seem like they did it for Hungary. Nah, they did not. So, interesting. They just, well, decided, yeah, no, we're not doing that for Hungary, even though they did it for South Africa. Something's happening. I just can't wrap my head around what. Okay, why? Okay, there's 14 players. Just make it 7v7 or 5v5 and let me join. I think Britain, Italy, or Germany, or France. I guess something still next week. You just eliminated, like, okay, half of the nations, but still Germany may be a little less chance. Or they might just announce Nassau for Germany. Like, release a proper dev block. Because remember, Germany gets Nassau, so I don't think Germany gets anything more. USA gets Texas and Arkansas. Germany gets Nassau. USSR gets Marat. Japan gets Momi. So the only nations that don't get anything are Britain, France, and Italy when it comes to naval. Now. I think that we're gonna see something for either Britain or Italy. For France, I think they will slow down. Like, they already released the abysmal 5.7. Would be sad if they add another destroyer for Britain. It's not about yet another destroyer for Britain, it's about yet another daring class for Britain, or yet another battle class for Britain. I wouldn't mind getting new destroyer when it's like a new destroyer, like what's it called? Not the UK Destroyers World War II. Yes, please. Interwar classes. I don't know, the M-class destroyers or something like that, or L-class destroyers. That would be awesome to see. I don't think we have that in the game. No, we don't. So, like, two completely different new classes. That would be awesome to see. Instead of getting third daring or third battle class. Okay, at least with battle class we had differences. Like, one was more focused on the primary weapons, the second was more on the AA. And with daring class is just copy paste. But a destroyer or a cruiser for Britain, I wouldn't mind, as long as it's, you know, more manageable. It comes to new content. They created a new line for daring, exactly. I do think that probably from daring we will go to the missile destroyers for Britain. It does feel like that. So maybe some new battlecruiser or battleship comes after daring. I'm betting more on a missile destroyer. Like you said previously, on whichever stream, Gaijin is trying to make the big step with the missile destroyers to provide the quote-unquote solution for the jets in the top tier. Like, there's gonna be an incentive for players to bring missile destroyers to counter jets, to protect battleships at 8.0 or something. Yeah, I think they wanna add helicopters in naval. Oh god, no. God forbid they do that. To be honest, with pushing the ranks to 10.0 to the 8.0, they already can do that. Just hopefully they won't. But I think you can already use them if they are low enough in BR. So it's gonna be pretty fun. And just to clarify, I'm saying fun in a very sarcastic way. With seeing first anti-ship missiles being added and first first helicopters to naval facing dreadnoughts, for example. I really am excited to fight I don't know, an Apache in my Hyuga. Something I really was hoping for all this time in naval. Truly an experience that I want to relive. Currently it feels like Gaijin has completely no idea how to develop naval, and they are just blindly pushing through. And helicopters would gain a fresh comeback in naval for popularity. I don't want helicopters to gain fresh comeback in naval. Like, it's already abysmal in ground, where helicopters like the first Swedish one that is on 8.3 and gets the ATGMs and can face the early Cold War designs, like the first Centurions, etc. What just happened? Because cool, invisible shells. Oh, my favorite. So, no, please. Like, who even is in Gaijin and thinks, yeah, adding developing naval in a way that pretty much all the old naval players will hate is definitely a good idea. Like, yeah, sure, the influx of new players. The new players will just come, grind for a little bit, because, oh, hey, they have helicopters, they have cool stuff, etc. They will see how crappy that would be. They would see how broken it is, and they would just bounce off. They can add naval helicopters. Screw those naval helicopters. Truth be said. Currently, the naval is the least consistent when it comes to development. Like, we just, okay, maybe not just recently, but we somewhat recently moved from dreadnoughts to World War II battleships, whether modernized or built during World War II. Britain has no battleships, for example. Think they would add carriers? No, carriers for sure, no. Britain has no modern battleships. Italy has one. Japan has 2 or 3 with ISA, I guess. Germany has no modern battleships. And and yet someone in Gaijin thought, yeah, let's add missile destroyers like Bravey. and then probably expand that to other nations. With boats like Douglas or Freccia, it wasn't as bad because it was more of a gimmick, and currently with Brave it's more of a how should I say it in English? The foretaste of what will come. I think that's how you should say things like that. My Supreme Missile Destroyers around 4.0. Yeah, maybe let's... I mean... I don't know if you're joking, but yeah, sure, maybe let's add Missile Destroyers for our reserves. Already at 3.3. Yeah, you just typed that. Like, come on. What was that? Like, okay, I get it. I get it. Gaijin clearly don't know how to develop the naval mode. But come on. Come on. This is not a direction they should be aiming for. Moreover, this is a direction they should be avoiding. But for sure try to make some money on missile destroyers. Oh, that's for sure. I give it one more update and we will see first premium missile destroyers. Some for some for USSR, some for US. But all of them just completely broken. And you do know, because everyone knows, that they will make a nice amount of cash on that. Like, however bad of an idea that would be, they will have a lot of money from that. Would hate that. Really would. It is what it is. And so I really should stop saying I mean. Nevertheless, so let's just not playing much War Thunder at the moment because my premium time expired. Ah, yeah, I feel ya, I feel ya. But so let's assume, for example, that Gaijin adds a new and fresh and enticing ways to get the new players into the game, into the naval. How many of those players you think would stay? And the second question is, how many old players of Naval you think would turn their backs towards Naval and just completely quit that game mode, switching to air or switching to tanks again? Because for me, currently what Gaijin is doing is a very clear and very easy way to see that they don't care about older players. If they did, first of all, they would address the bot issue. Second of all, they don't have idea how to develop this game mode. One would joke that, no, it's not that bad, etc. Naval boring interns developing the game. I would say it's even worse, because at this point I feel like they are not going to develop it properly and just trying to make as much money as they can before it all inevitably crashes down. And we might not even see ships like Bismarck or Yamato. Would really love to use VS8 and other ships that can lay mines, but problem is I can't get close enough. Yeah, that's a completely different problem. For me, it's not about that you cannot get close enough, but for me it's more that the mines that you should be using, for example, as the stuff that to block pathways or so, you cannot do that because you're slow enough and you don't have any head start. That would be okay-ish thing to see. Like first, like getting ships to release in 2 waves. First wave would be the first ships that have the mine laying capabilities, for example boats, or for example the light cruisers, so that they can spawn first. You have like, let's say 5 to 6 minutes, and then they can just the rest can spawn in battleships, the rest can spawn in the rest of the cruisers. Hard to manage, but possible. Definitely possible. Currently, it's not about the depth charges or the mines that are useless, because, well, first of all, they are, but second of all, it's more of the idea that you cannot use them because you don't have the head start. As a small boat, you are pretty much from the get-go, you are targeted by cruisers or something that can kill you in one hit. Something like a shell bigger than 150mm just graze you, you are going down. So the only time you can use mines is in Naval EC. But at the same time, in Naval EC you have better things to do than using a mine laying ability. Because at the time you can use the mines, you're more or less just out of the game. I always try to place mines in the middle of the map in open ocean maps, but I always get targeted by cruisers, etc. Exactly. Okay, what just hit me? Interesting. I didn't notice that. You cannot actually replenish the magazines that you have that exploded even when you repair them. So you're just stuck with what you get. So if someone is able to just detonate your ammo without killing you, which can happen, for example for Helena, you cannot rearm yourself. How stupid would that idea is? Okay. See, even though I'm getting ammunition only to those turrets that can actually shoot currently. I'm not getting turrets here, here, or here. Stupid. So even though I repaired 2 of my turrets, even though I repaired pretty much everything, I cannot rearm myself. How stupid. Okay, let's go back with Hyuga. So why is this Scharnhorst so tanky? I don't know. I guess Turtleback in the game works way better than All or Nothing. Well, All or... I believe you have to go to spawn. Yeah. But... I mean... Like, why? How? Where? In spawn you get ammo as well, and you get repaired. Yeah, but that's the same when it comes to the capture zones. You can repair yourself there, and you can... Because you cannot rearm yourself here. I'm still... At this point, I'm still currently in the spawn. But I cannot repair myself. Nor I cannot rearm myself. I have to go to the capture zone. And I cannot... And in the capture zone, I can repair myself. I can rearm myself. But I cannot rearm my magazines that got exploded. So if I lose all the ammunition in one turret, then there is no way I cannot get ammunition back into those turrets. However stupid that might be. And you're talking about spawns in the Naval EC. They work like what you said. In the random matches, you don't have this treatment. Okay, how tanky can you be? Need to download some user missions that I can just aim and do an aim training when it comes to when it comes to targeting weak spots. things like Scharnhorst or what's it called? Kronstadt Renown, basically any major battleship. But actually, I might make a mission like that. Or ask one of my friends to do it. Because there you can just... make something like the test drive for the tanks, where you can where you can shoot stuff, and they will respawn after a while. But you can do that with battleships or cruisers or whatever. That would be an interesting idea. I don't think anyone has made something like that. And if they did, I really want it. Please. Oh, that was a loud gulp. Wow, the game really calmed down. I can't even hear anyone shooting. Shooting once in a while against that Renown, but other than that, almost nothing. Ah. Okay, and there goes Renown. There's a lot of new players that are currently just using the Renown and get disappointed pretty quickly with how easy it is to deal against her. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty disappointed too. If I see that things like, I don't know, Hyuga have better protection than Renown. Okay, Hyuga's a battleship. Hyuga's a super dreadnought. Renown has more armor than Hyuga. Yet at the same time, you have way easier time detonating Renown and aiming for the first frontal turret ammo than detonating Hyuga, and Hyuga is a glass cannon. So that's this a little bit of a paradox. It's currently in the game. A lot of players just grinded through or bought Renown, thinking, cool, Renown, first battleship. Like, maybe it's as good as Haruna, because Haruna was good. Don't get me wrong, Haruna was good when it comes to... quote-unquote, my first battleship kit. Like, you know that there are some... Okay, stuff like in... in stores like my first, my little chemist, my first, etc., etc. So this was basically Haruna for a lot of players, or Ostfriesland, but more of a Haruna, because Ostfriesland was not as popular as her. And currently it's it's not that good. But it's still way more worth it than Renown or than the German one. Ostfriesland. Yes, Ostfriesland. Yes, Ostfriesland. Yes, of course, Ostfriesland is 6.3, so you might get a slight chance of down tier or equal tier, so 6.3, so you don't have to fight against Scharnhorst, you don't have to fight against Nevada, blah blah blah, yeah. How should I say it? Don't delude yourself, even though, as one very wise person said, staying the Lulu is the Solulu, it's not here currently. Let me check the not the battle task, the challenges. Coastal terror. Okay. Not good. That I couldn't, that I couldn't, that I could, but I was too slow. Happens. Okay, here we are in the best domination map in the entire game, where you have to wait for like a minute or so. Just you have a chance of not being targeted from the get-go. Just a chance. Unless you're in a Nevada. Then go for it. That I have to give for Nevada or Arizona. As much as I don't like them, yes, I am pretty open about that. I don't like Nevada. I have to give it where the credit is given, and that is how durable they are. Quite a few times. Quite a few times in how many matches I have. Service record, USA, Blue Water, rank, Nevada. Yeah, so in the 4 games, I died only once, and that is because Kronstadt targeted me. Yes, I only have 6 kills, but hear me out. Hear me out. Because pretty much all of my score from just staying alive. It is kind of a crazy how this thing works. It's not bad per se, but I just hate it. I just hate her. I don't like playing Nevada. And I think that for now I will skip pretty much every US battleship. I will grind them eventually, but I will skip them until we get the... I think it's North Carolina that has the 406mm. So that's why... Unlike for Japan, where the 356, which we currently have in the game, are quite good. And I do think they are currently one of the better guns in the game. It's not as good. It's not worth it. Okay. I lost my train of thought. So I'm just gonna shut up for now. Let my brain catch up and then start talking again. Okay. Where is your gentleman agreement? Where is it? Gentleman agreement that I'm gonna die, aren't I? Come on. Really? Really shooting at a battleship where you have cruisers. Those people. I'm not trying to gatekeep, but at least learn the proper etiquette before going into naval. Like, learn some manners. First you target botters, then you target other players. But no. Of course you cannot do that. I'm getting a little bit too salty for my liking. What BR is this? It's 7.0. The pinnacle of naval game. The top tier, the creme de la creme. Also known as the biggest cancer when it comes to naval. Due to the amount of bots, due to the amount of meta players that play only in Scharnhorst or Kronstadt. Shani's defense, if he kills you then focus bots, is more likely to win and reap larger rewards. Not very gentlemanly, however. Exactly. It's not that I'm salty about him targeting me, because I'm in a battleship. Although Hyuga's a glass cannon, I can take a little bit of beating. I'm more salty about him, like, you know, breaking the unwritten rules of naval, that people first target the bots, so people first target like Helena, that Des Moines that will leave in just a second, and then switch to players to have more enjoyable match in general, where more of the skill matters and not how many bots are on the enemy team. Yes, that matters too, but a bit less. So, you know, priorities and priorities. Like that Bayern is just like has quite literally just, yeah, screw that, I'm not dealing with Hyuga currently. Meanwhile, that's Scharnhorst. He thought I'm probably a little bit of an easier target when it comes to the battleships. For sure, easier than Nevada. I wonder why the Sharn didn't go for Renown. Not to shit on Renown or anything, but Renown is way easier target. Even with the Scharnhorst guns. As we all know, those guns were not designed for fighting against battleships. They were more of a cruiser hunter guns. At the same time, that Renown is way easier target than me. Just saying. Okay, let's do a very bad maneuver and almost go to a full stop. And now full forward. Very poor show indeed, but to be expected of the average any horse of the crown. Not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. True that. True that. Not even say touche, but I mean, mentality of a German player, am I right? Or maybe, okay, maybe not mentality of a German player, because quite literally I just praised that Bayern for like being quite chill. Okay. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I kinda expected that to happen. I was in a very bad position. But that means I get to bring something better. Also, I feel like I've seen this nickname before today. Caleb. Probably not, and I'm just making things up, but I feel like this is kind of a Scharnhorst that I think I remember. Wait. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. Game, hello? Guys, I think I've lost a little bit of pretty much everything on deck. So, it's shocking that PS1 model is very fashionable. Exactly. It's just weight reducing kit. We are just removing everything. Okay. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, it's not weight reducing kit. It's a very, very secret Japanese technology. We're making pretty much everything besides main guns invisible. So the enemy is expecting low secondary firepower, and then we are just bombarding it. Oh, okay, here we go. Like my RAM just decided not to load things. Okay, and see, before, no secondaries, no nothing. Like, no shells. The minute that my full model is loaded, I'm getting targeted. Okay, Wyoming. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. Which Wyoming was that? Artorius. So it was you. Call me petty. But there's a saying in Polish. This insult requires blood. Very scuffed translation, but you get the meaning. This insult can only be paid by the blood of this Wyoming. Just need to hit that sweet spot beneath the rear turret. Hit it once. Now I need to hit it for the second time. Also, I was wondering, why am I being so targeted? And then, okay, 4 players. That makes sense. I feel like my aim just considerably decreased. Like, before I was quite positive that I could hit that sweet spot and detonate the Wyoming, and now I am not so sure. Let's switch to Bayern. At least with Bayern there's a bit better chance of her exploding. Okay, forget I said anything. Forget I said anything. I said nothing. I know nothing. Okay, turret number 4 is out forever. I'm trying to focus a little bit. And I don't know. Oh, come on. Like, one time I'm popping ships left and right, second time I'm aiming for the same weak spots and just cannot do anything. Not even a one small detonation. I don't know. It must be something with I don't know what. Nah, it's not worth it spawning in a plane. Let's return to the hangar. Okay. I'm guessing you're getting diving shelled. Fuso was never that brittle for me before the patch. Haven't played her since. I don't know. Pretty much since yesterday, I've been experiencing some weird stuff when it comes to damage. Like, I don't know if there was a patch yesterday or something, but something has happened because 2 days ago I've been playing and I've been hitting quite consistent ammo detonation on Des Moines, ammo detonation on Helena with Paris. Then yesterday it's like with the... It's like someone like flipped a switch, and currently cruisers are way more survivable, whereas battleships just die in a second. Like someone has reverted the damage model to the early what was the patch called? The early 1.35, something like that. Let me check. Okay, maybe not 1.35. But okay, where was that? Updates. The 2 point. 2 point something. The danger zone, etc. Like before it was better, and now it's like completely screwed up. Everything is so brittle, besides, of course, the quote-unquote meta. Like Scharnhorst are way harder to detonate. Kronstadt, I don't think I can safely say I am able to detonate Kronstadt currently. Meanwhile, things like Japanese battleships, Hyuga, Fusa, Congo, Renown, Paris, Lorraine, what else, Marlborough, etc., are just somehow so easy to detonate. Like, you won't die. You won't die in it. It's just you will be pretty much screwed over. With the ammo explosion. You get fire, you get set on fire, you get flooded. Then, as I just discovered, you cannot replenish ammunition in those turrets, even though you will repair them and repair the magazines. So yeah, fun stuff, fun stuff. So again, here I hit magazine, not shell room, yet I didn't even hit here. Yeah, I hit here and detonated Des Moines. So I don't know what is happening currently. Like, I don't know if they are making that would be one of the scummiest things to do, but that's just my theory, that they are just making certain ships way more survivable, and coincidentally those ships relate to the nations that will get first batch of premium battleships, so US, USSR and Germany. Like, I'm sorry, but Wyoming gets weak spots patched. The rear turret is currently not as easily explodable. And Surprisingly, we're getting Arkansas in next update. Then Kronstadt, and as I haven't encountered one, but I'm thinking probably the same thing is happening with Komuna. So, and what are we getting? Marat? Pretty much Bayern, etc. are the same. And what are we getting? Nassau? Coincidence? I think so. At the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if such thing were to happen. I just hope that I'm just a bad player. I just hope I'm a bad player and I'm just having a very big sinusoid of a skill that changes from match to match. But I feel like this is a little bit worth of investigating. Yeah, that I think, okay. Well, like you said, A this was never as brittle like that. Fuso was brittle, okay, because Fuso has this few weak spots, but she was never as bad as it is currently in the game. So I don't know what's happening. See? Yellow magazine, orange shell room, and yet I'm detonating Alaska. I didn't even destroy that. The shell didn't even explode in those compartments, yet I am having a kill on Alaska. Something has been messed with the damage model. Because this is not a normal damage model. Like, I'm not someone that I know, you know, I'm not that quote-unquote knowledgeable, and I'm not an expert when it comes to stuff, but as someone who plays naval pretty much on a daily basis, something is wrong, and I can feel that. Now the problem is, what is wrong with that? Maybe I should switch to SAP and see if that is gonna penetrate battleships again. Imagine if that... Weird, very weird. I thought it was just the water not having any resistance, given that was a confirmed change, but that doesn't explain the others. Wait. What? Wait. What do you mean, water not having any resistance? Like, So, what, shells will currently not stop in the water? What the hell? In La Royale, they changed the water resistance to be very low, meaning diving shells can punch through way more water than they should and bypass the armor. Okay, but that doesn't explain what was happening before. Before it was way more normal. It's like I said, from 2 days ago, everything went AWOL. AWOL or FUBAR, however, I think FUBAR is way better expression for that. I knew that they've changed the water resistance, but I didn't know it was that big of a difference. I was thought it was more of a just the changes to the water impact, so the shells have a little bit of less resistance when it comes to diving shells. But I've never thought it is as bad as it is currently. It's like we're going back to HE bugs again. Probably some prep change for the new patch, given at the time I'm reversing that change. Thank God. Thank God, let's hope that they will. Because this is not a very good change. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, but I feel like something changed in the naval development team, and for the worst, not for the better. Like before, yeah, sure, it was bad enough, but currently it's like, I don't know, like they've changed their whole team, said nothing how they should develop things, and just said, okay, this is now your problem. Like, I don't know what is happening, but something is happening and it's not very good. Okay. No, I think they've changed something. Okay, I might just hop onto the recent changes and see if they did something to the Wyoming armor. Because it feels really, really strong currently. It never was that strong before. Whether I was using the diving shells or just going for the armor belt. So I hit here. The hitbox showed I hit here. Like up a few dozen meters of a difference. Nice game, nice. Oh, no, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right. I don't think it's about the matter of getting used to. Gajin mishandled Naval from the get-go. It surprised me that there's yet another fumble. Like there's some serious distinct issues going on too, but no concrete proof yet. Not dissing per se, but I feel like something is going on with the servers. I've lately experienced way too many packet losses and these quite a few crashes to the hangar. So yes, something is going on. Like you said, no concrete proof, just like here, no concrete proof with Gaijin increasing or quote-unquote fixing the armor of certain ships. But it feels different, like I'm playing a completely different game in some cases. No. Wyoming exploding to 127mm from Helena. If you're telling me this is normal. This is normal, quote unquote. That's something that has been patched. It seems like it wasn't. Okay, where's this? Oh boys, dude has spawned in a plane. Yep, A26, and would you look at that? Who's coming to me? I'm gonna just stay here. And okay, if I die, I die. Pretty sure that was accredited to the fire set by that HE shell. Hopefully not a return to the HE bug. Oh gods, please. Exactly, but at this point I'm more inclined to believe that this is the return to the HE bug. And not your proper fire dealing damage. Oh, dude is so set on killing me. It's funny. I'm just hoping that the close support from the Kronstadt and Helena will deal with this A26. Can't be bothered. Okay, I'm just warthunder.com. Game changelog. Yes, this one. Okay, it is GG. Okay. Date 1st September, nothing. Is that a changelog or the news? Nope. Apparently yesterday the MiG-29 SMT was announced. Cool. Other than that, doesn't seem like dev blog. No, not dev blog. Changelog. Oh, come on, dude. Just give it a rest. Or did he spawn in again? Okay, discuss on forums. Okay, optional news, devlogs, and blah blah blah. Okay, so there was a client update. I'm gonna just alt tab back and forth. Paris auxiliary caliber shuttle types have been changed. HMS Tiger, Votor, Emile Bertin, Colbert. Bug has been fixed where some ships with catapult might sink due to lurching after launching the scout plane. No. That's not that. But client update. September the 2nd. It doesn't seem like something is happening. But something is happening for sure. The question is, what is happening? Okay, also there's a little bit of the quote-unquote chill time. Because I cannot identify... Okay, I cannot identify where the last guy is. Seems like somewhere in that direction. Is it really? Or is that Northampton just shooting? Okay, nevertheless, the game is over. The match is over. And I'm gonna play one more match. Okay, 200,000. So if it in African Gulf. Okay, seems like I have this urge to play a little bit more of Fuso, to just try and spade her to get the free experience to Ise. At the same time, playing Hyuga will give me way more experience towards Ise. Nah, next match will be in Fuso. Played a little bit with Hyuga. That last match was quote-unquote successful, if I can say that. And next match will be the last, so the last match will be in Fuso. I do need to wake up early. It's 2 a.m. and what hour is my clock? 8:15. Okay. Gonna be a little bit tiring, but everything for the good fun. Well, I'll have a lot of fun tomorrow. Okay, Fuso. I'm gonna use the weeb skin. The power of Weeberry, please give me strength. If not, we're gonna have to talk. And first salvo. Hopefully there's not a lot of battleships on the enemy team. Oh hey, I hit. That's Alaska. Battle cruiser, heavy cruiser. What to shoot? Let's go for bots. And then just... let's just retaliate against the others instead of shooting first. Unless I won't have any other targets to shoot at. Like for example at the Scharnhorst, or was that Alaska? Whatever. It's shooting at me, so I'm shooting at her. That is a Scharnhorst. So on the distance, I have the advantage. Unless, as you said, there is something weird happening and currently I don't know what to do. Okay, shell room. Nice, nice. First good damage. First good damage. Now only 2 more shell rooms and that Scharnhorst is out of service. Easier said than done. Let's manage. Yeah. The more I play, the more I feel like something... they've messed with the damage models. Like, it's more of a subtle change that not a lot of players would notice. But it is a change. Scharnhorsts were never that hurting on the distance of big higher than like the 8-kilometer, 9-kilometer range. Most of them were dangerous to other battleships, but from my experience it would be below 7 to 6.5 kilometers and not the quote-unquote 10 kilometers and more. Not trying to even hit the Scharnhorst in a weak spot. I mean, at this point, I mean, I feel like I'm currently playing a different game than the whole other team. Like, I'm playing the proper naval quote-unquote simulator and just trying to praying to hit the ship in the weak spot and detonating her. Meanwhile, the others are just playing point and click. Huge difference in the experience. I'm experiencing what the real life World War II sailors and captains experienced, just aiming somewhat close in the direction of the weak spot and praying to get that weak spot. Meanwhile, the others, weak spot goes boom. On my ship, of course. That should do it. Oh, my favorite ship to fight against. Could all be placebo and bad RNG. Happens to all of us. Hopefully. Hopefully. At the same time, I don't know, maybe. Maybe I am that good in tricking myself to believing all of that. But yeah, a bit of that experience can be blamed on bad RNG. Like always. I don't think everything can be just so easily blamed on bad RNG. Because yes, with bad RNG, I mean, you're pretty much dealing with bad RNG anytime we launch this game. This is something more than just bad RNG. But hopefully you are right. All of this is just in my head and just me making a placebo effect. Or that could be just something called streamer slack. Game goes beautiful, then you hit start stream or start recording and everything goes AWOL. That is also... well, that might also be the reason. Oh well. Tomorrow I'm just gonna find myself an Azure Lane mystery box or something, buy it and open. Maybe I'll hit something good. I don't have a very good luck with gacha. Whether is it a real life gacha or a normal one. Okay, die, Helena, die. Hey, it's pretty winnable. Just don't die. Hopefully, as for diving shell proof, when your third second barbette got hit, one could briefly see the hole left when you check the internals way below waterline. I mean, I don't mind the diving shells. I just wish that they were modeled properly. Like, you know, not what we have in game, so the water just has no resistance, but as they already established, Gaijin that is, they have physics engine. They could just simulate the water as best as they can and then use the proper properties of a shell. So for example, Type 91 had better diving capabilities, whereas for example the other shells lesser. The APCBC is better than that. The APC is worse. HE just explodes on contact, you know, all that fun stuff. But what we have in game is just no water resistance, so every shell behaves like a diving shell. Which is not the case of real life, and here Gaijin should at least strive to make it as close to reality as it is. Renown, sir? Seriously? Okay, I'm gonna help that Wyoming. It looks like it was struggling. That should do it. At least Renown is still as easy as she was. Saddens me to see that, because Renown should have way better armor and could have been a way better ship than she is in the game. But currently it's pretty much just a bit of a laughing stock, if you ask me. Okay, let's cap B. I have enough time. Okay, whew. Des Moines. Yay, another naval player. Yes, welcome Antinsky. Yes, there's quite a few of us here. People just don't realize how fun naval can be sometimes. Exactly. But recently, more and more people, at least in my close environment, were convinced of the greatness of naval. Stop. Okay. Okay, nice. Torpedo ball just... I've been saved. Now it's miserable. I ground mine out and haven't had the heart to play her after watching them get detonated by Helena Hichi, all because she's too high in the water. Exactly. Exactly. I saw how bad Renown is, and even though I want to play her currently, I just cannot bring myself to do it. Just like you. I just now got into it since I got bored of planes and tanks. I think you will have quite a big fun when it comes to naval. Just don't be discouraged by others and try to learn the game in your own pace. And two things, or just one thing, don't bother with meta. Play what you think is cool, play what you think is fun, and learn the game this way. It's no use of becoming just a sweaty gamer using only meta of Kronstadt, Scharnhorst, and a little bit of Alaska, but so battle cruisers. Just if you think that, okay, this ship looks cool, this BR is fine for me, then just play it. Nobody, like I said, for everyone who says that naval is boring, who says that naval is crap, etc., nobody forces you to play it. Like, for me, nobody forces me to play tanks. And I don't play tanks. Nobody forces you to play naval, nobody forces you to play coastal. This is a game, just this is something designed for you to have fun and not the other way around. Okay, 2 AM. So I think I should go to sleep. Especially like I said before, I am waking up early at 8:15 AM. So I thank you all for joining. I hope you had fun. I did. I really enjoyed talking with you. So do talk more, do chat more. If you do, consider leaving a like, pressing the subscribe button to be notified of my newer streams. Hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or an afternoon, wherever you are. The stream will be tomorrow, hopefully earlier, like an hour or an hour and a half, because today was just a scaff. I couldn't bring first YouTube, then Streamlabs, then my audio to work. So I pretty much had to start this stream 6 times. And it took me a little bit over half an hour. So hopefully I will be earlier today, or quote unquote today or tomorrow, wherever you live currently and whatever the time is for you. And about the game, probably Hearts of Iron 4. We'll see. Or maybe yet another naval. And maybe go for ISA and grind ISA fully throughout this weekend. We'll see. For now, I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or an afternoon, wherever you are. See you later, next stream, next video. Bye-bye.